Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from Carwow. So I'm sat in an Audi R8 V10 rear-wheel drive, and next to me is an Audi R8 V10 Quattro, and we're going to have a drag race up an indoor ski slope. Anyway, let me tell you about this car. It's got a 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10 which puts out 570 horsepower and 550 newton meters of torque. Drives the rear wheels only via a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. This car weighs in at 1,590 kilos and costs £144,000. Now, to find out about the Quattro version, I'm going to go over to my counterpart from the German Carwow YouTube channel. Hey Daniel, how are you, mate? You a bit cold out there?
I can't really feel my face that well.
Yeah, why did you pick the Spider and why have you got the roof down?
I remember you said something like, wouldn't it be funny if the roof were down?
Yeah, I did. You know, I'm quite cold in here, even with my big chunky hood up, so yeah, probably not ideal in that. Looks cool though. Daniel, can you tell me about your car's stats, please?
Yeah, so I have basically the same engine as you, the 5.2 litre V10, but I have 620 horsepower and 580 newton meters of torque. Most importantly, I have four-wheel drive. I think that I should have an advantage here.
Yeah, I think your car is slightly more expensive as well. It's like £159,000 and heavier because it's got the Quattro all-wheel drive system and it's the Spider, and even though it has no roof as such, it works out heavier. Anyway, it weighs in at 1,695 kilos. Before we go anywhere, do you know what? If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the Carwow YouTube channel, hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on. That way you won't miss a single upload. And if you're German and watching this and you want to see Daniel on the German Carwow channel, there is a link in the description below. Let's race up a ski slope in a rear-wheel drive supercar. Buy, sell, Carwow. Now, before I do the drag race, let's do the customary Carwow sound check. So I'm going to start my engine. Give it some revs. I've got a soft limiter. Can you rev up your engine, Daniel? See if it sounds any less Why do they sound the same, I wonder? This is a ridiculous test. I'm going to do the cheat anyway, so. Sounds a bit better. You have a go. Ooh. It's nice. Anyway, I would warm the tyres up, but it's pointless here because they're always going to remain cold. And if you're thinking about selling your car and you want to see how much it's really worth, click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description below to head to Carwow. Just upload some photos, brief description, and our dealers will bid on your car. Simple, easy and free. And you have no obligation to sell if you don't want to. Anyway, let's race.
3, 2, 1.
Bollocks. Daniel, you sort of like won at first by going a little way up the slope, but because you went up the slope, you then slid back down backwards and you were behind me. So I think I won that one.
That's a very creative interpretation. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Basically, I launched, the stability control just cut all power because my wheels were spinning. I think I need to go stability control all the way off. I think that should solve all problems. So we're going to go with the stability control off now, but I've realised that if you turn the stability control off in this car, then you don't have launch control mode. We're just going to have to go with stability off and just floor the throttle, okay? Let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
The car's gone crazy, it's got rear spoiler fault. Yeah, I was probably doing about 100 mile an hour wheel speed and going nowhere. Please contact workshop. I would say that despite the fact that this car is going crazy with all the warning systems, I appear to have won that drag race too.
Well, yes, I decided to slide down again.
This is nonsense. I think we need to try something else. Maybe we shouldn't try and thrash the cars off the line, so this time we should just creep at the slope to see how far we can go. And we'll do it first with stability control on.
3, 2, 1.
Come on, don't lose traction. I've lost it now. Okay, I don't know why it is, but you always slide back down further than me. Is that your weight or something?
In this case, I wasn't gentle enough. I was spinning the wheels, I wasn't even going far. You actually beat me going up, and I lost going down.
I mean, my stability control just kicked in and cut everything. I'm going to try it this time, but with the stability control off to see if I can get higher than I just did. Could we mark my position with a cone, please? That's stability control all the way off. Let's see what happens now.
3, 2, 1.
Oh no, I've lost it. Will he come back down? Well, Daniel, it seemed that you only went as high that time as I did with the stability control on. Interestingly, you did better with stability control off and I did better with it on, and our best was the same. Okay then, Daniel, we've both got stability control on. This is the decider. Whoever gets the highest wins.
3, 2, 1.
Didn't carry enough momentum. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's sliding. Don't crash into the barrier. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, it looks, Daniel, that you went the highest. So how far did I go?
4.3 metres.
And how much further did Quattro all-wheel drive get him?
1.6 metres further.
Woo! The benefits of Quattro. Okay, so I think we proved a point that driving on snow in summer tyres is completely nonsense. We're going to switch to winters now. Okay then, Daniel, we've both got winter tyres on our cars now. Let's see how much that helps.
3, 2, 1.
Not the most brutal launch. But I'm getting up there. Come on, car! Quattro's kicking in now, but I'm still getting up here. Well, Daniel, you won that. Not surprising though, you got Quattro all-wheel drive. But still, I didn't think I'd be able to launch, and I did.
For a second, I thought it was going to be closed.
What we've learned from this though, is that winter tyres on a rear-wheel drive car did better than just summer tyres and Quattro all-wheel drive, though Quattro all-wheel drive and winter tyres obviously beats two-wheel drive and winter tyres, right?
So much for everybody who says, I don't need winter tires.
You do if you're driving up a snowy hill. Anyway, let's just try that again. Okay then, Daniel, what we're going to do this time is go stability control all the way off and manual mode for the gearbox. So there's more skill involved now.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Come on! No, 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 no! Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to have him. Once again, that Quattro all-wheel drive just digs in, doesn't it, once you start moving and getting some speed up.
I was actually way too conservative because I wasn't sure how good the Quattro was going to be, so I was gentle in the beginning, but I could have smashed it even more. It's very impressive.
Never be gentle in the beginning, always smash it from the start. Okay then, what we're going to do now is just see how much traction we have by driving these cars up the rest of this ski slope. We're going to go side by side to the first ledge because round the corner the slope narrows and there's a very tight and steep a part of the slope, but there's only room for one car and we want to compare them to see how they do on the same line, so it's fair. Okay then, Daniel, let's put our cars back into stability control on and we're just going to drive steadily up this first slope. 3, 2, 1 and go.
Easy. Der Quattro mit Gefühl schlägt den Hinterradantrieb.
Okay, so what I'm finding now is that because I'm starting on the slope, I literally can't go anywhere. Right, so I'll start on this flat and hopefully I can get up. Keep momentum up, Matt, come on. That was a bit embarrassing for me. I had to just go down the slope a bit and onto the flat to get some momentum to start moving. I couldn't just drive myself up on the slope, whereas you in the Quattro, that's just easy, wasn't it?
I thought you would be sticking with me and I arrived and had no idea where you ended up.
What we're going to do now is go single file at the steepest part of this slope, which is in the middle. So I'm going to go up first and then we're going to see how your car does, okay? Into the gully. See if we can get a little bit of momentum. Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, backed off. Oh, I didn't want to go sliding into the actual wall, and so I had to back off at the top, and I just lost my momentum, and now I'm done. Let's try it with the stability off, put it into manual. Bugger! Oh, you have to be really on it to do this. Okay, Daniel, let's see what you can do. Can you make it all the way over the top? Go. This is just going to ace it, look. Now I'll have to back off again. Is he going to make it? Oh, I can see him at the top. Yeah, you're the king of the castle and I'm the dirty rascal.
This was surprisingly easy. It required zero skill. I didn't do anything. This was all the car.
Okay, one last go for me then. Stability control all the way off. Come on, winter tyres. Maintain momentum, get my nose over, and I should do it. I actually did it. So I made it to the top, but I did have a little bit of a run up, so I got momentum. What happens if I have to start on this extreme slope? So I'm going to give it a go now. The car is in drive mode for the automatic gearbox, and I've got stability on. Right, I'm going to come off the brake and just see if I can creep up. Come on. Oh no, I'm going nowhere. What I'm going to do now is go into manual mode and stability off, see if I can do a slightly better job. Nothing's happening for me here. I'm stuck on this slope. Let's see how the four-wheel drive does.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh. It's benefit of four-wheel drive right there. I was going nowhere. Four-wheel drive for the win. Now we're going to have a brake test from about 10 miles an hour. We're going to rely on the ABS and the winter tyres to do their job. Hopefully they will, otherwise this could get expensive. Full emergency stop now. I won that ever so slightly, but it's so little difference, it doesn't really count.
You know, all cars are four-wheel braking cars, so there's no advantage in the four-wheel drive. But because I weigh that little bit more, I'm not stopping as well.
When we were just about to do this, I was a bit worried about sliding all the way down the slope. That's the beauty of winter tyres, you can stop. If we'd have been on summers, we'd have actually been smashing into the barriers at the end, wouldn't we? Winter tyres. You're going to be driving on snow, you're going to need to get yourself some. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. Click on those windows there for some more videos. On that box there to find out how much your car is really worth through Carwow. It's completely free.